Today, on November 5th, before the sun even rises and wakes up, I record this video. Now today is a great day. Today may be a great or catastrophic day depending on the way you view it to the entire world. Today, gentlemen, is election day, where blue versus red go into battle. But we are the spectators. We do not have any power to determine what goes on. You might think you do, but you do not. I'm here today to have a different discussion with you. I'm here today to have a discussion of whether this genuinely affects you. Listen, you have bigger problems than an election right now. You have bigger problems than an election. I see all these guys who are still obese, who are still broke, who still have issues that they cannot seem to solve. They have personal issues that they cannot solve. If you're still fucking fat, if you're still broke, if you still don't have the mindset of I need to do what I need to do, no matter what happens around the world, you have bigger problems than an election. It reminds me of the guys who just watch sports for the sake of watching sports when their entire life is in shambles. You need to understand that the result, the determination, the outcome of this election should not affect you. It should not affect you if you are still this little fish, this little shrimp in the sea. These mega movers of the markets, these mega movers of the world, yes, they actually get affected. But you, little peasant who lives in Argentina or India or some random location who still has a fucking, has bitch titties, basically. Bitch titties. Gyno, not even from like the glandular tissue, not even like tissue gyno, fat gyno. You don't even begin to work on yourself yet. You haven't even started to work on yourself yet. And you're worried about, but the election. You still struggle not to touch your dick. But the election, bro, who are you voting for, bro? Do you understand what's happening here? Do you understand that your mind is being infiltrated and taken over without you even fixing your own life? Do you understand how much of a pawn you are, little peasant? Do you understand how much of a pawn you are in this world when you do things like this? You have no effect on what the outcome is, but what you do have an effect on is your own life. If your mother still goes to work and breaks her back with you sitting at home playing Fortnite and little video games like a little kid, if you don't have the desire, the drive to outcompete and grab the finest things out of life for your future legacy and your future children and grandchildren, if you still look like a pudgy little potato and you are worried about who the election, bro, the election, you, my friend, are the lowest of the low, and you do not even realize how damaged you are. You do not realize how damaged you are, because today it will affect many of us. But you do not allow external circumstances to affect your life. Do not allow external circumstances. There's a philosophy that I always teach, which is you must be able to perform best at your very worst. You must be able to perform best in the worst environment. You must be able to do the best at the worst. And whatever outcome that is for you, which, let's be honest, red. Let's be honest, right? Whatever outcome it is for you, brother, you must understand that you need to be able to perform anyway. You need to be able to perform anyway. You are still, and this pisses me off so much. You're worried about an election when you don't know the election of your own health. You're electing viruses, you're electing cancer, you're electing obesity, and you're electing diabetes to take control over your body, but you're worried about the election of the United States of America. You're electing your health to decline, but you're worried about the United States of America. Oh, bro, but the election. Fucking peasant, bro. If your life is still not in check, and I mean financially, physically, and mentally, then you need to stop worrying about this shit. You need to stop worrying about this shit. The people who worry about this shit are the pawns of the world who really don't understand what's going on. The only people who have the eligibility to worry about this stuff is whether it will actually affect them. Whether it will affect them. Multi-millionaire, like big companies and everything, right? These small little changes that may or may not affect you, but your life still sucks and you live in 17 countries away and you're worried about shit happening 17 other continents away. What are you doing? Genuinely ask yourself, what are you doing? You've made no progress, yet you're relying on outside external circumstances to determine your day, to determine your week, to determine your month, to determine your next 4 years. Pathetic. And I'm going to make a bold statement over here. If your physique is not in peak top physical condition, with your health not being in peak top physical condition, then you have no right, you have no reason, and you have no determination to even think about worrying about an election. You have far greater things to worry about. Now, myself, on the other hand, this election does affect me. It affects me and the family I have at Blackthorn, because if Trump wins, just know that we are about to make a fuckload of money. Know that on November 5th, 6th, or 7th, whenever the result is revealed, if Trump wins, just know that the family of Blackthorn has made an astronomical amount of money, because we know what we are doing and we know how to ride and manipulate the markets. However, if Kamala wins, then just know that we have an even greater plan for the future. You think you deserve and you can make it and be part of us? See if you can, because it is brutal. Wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.